How tall are you?
Tall. I'm 165.
Okay, you could wear really high heels with me, so it's fine. Yeah. Okay, that's all from me. So thank you for it.
Thank you. Bye.
Já vás vítám dnešního videa, bude to trochu odlišný, než na co jste zvyklí, ale nacházíme se v Kolíně na FIBu. S Jimmym tady točíme nějaký report, uvidíte potom u nich, ale chtěl jsem toho tripu využít a rovnou dát takovou anketu pro holky, jestli záleží na velikosti, protože jsme na fitness eventu, že jo, a samozřejmě myslím velikost týpka jako takovýho, jestli jim záleží na tom, jestli fakt mám být velký nebo vysoký nebo tak, jestli na to berou ohled, tak se zeptáme tady frérek, co si o to myslí. A na konci uvidíte výsledek. Budu teda v angličtině, takže to budu tady titulkovat, ale jsem to zvědavý, protože je to další výstup z mojí komfortní zóny. Tak enjoy. Okay, you good? Alright. The question is, does size matter?
No.
Not at all.
It's not matter, no.
Why?
It's a little bit important.
It's not important at all? Like, let's say you find a guy, and he's a really good guy, good charisma, nice to you, but he's like this tall. Would you care about it?
No. To be honest, for me, it would not be. You know what I mean? Because it looks like not that good. I think if to be a good couple, you have to be also for the eyes, you know, and. Of course, it's not important what other people think, but it's important for yourself. And when you always think, oh my God, he's a little bit smaller than me, you know, I think it's important. I need a man who is taller than me. Then I always feel me safe. And yeah, for me, it's important.
So you would prefer your man to be taller than you, yeah. But it's not a rule for you.
No, but he has to be taller than me.
Oh, he has to be. So you wouldn't date a man that would be shorter?
Minimum like me, but not smaller.
Right.
Smaller, it's not important. It's not possible.
So size matters.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Since you are into fitness, as I can see, I have a simple question, and it's: does size matter?
No, it doesn't matter. As long as you're happy in the skin you're in. And you're happy and content, I don't think size matters, yeah. And I think if and when you meet the right person as well, they'll just like you for who you are, no matter what size, shape, or if you go to the gym, if you don't go to the gym, yeah, it's all about happiness, I think, as well.
That's a nice question, nice answer actually. Yeah. So personality beats looks.
Yeah. Like I do enjoy obviously like keeping fit and training and stuff, but yeah, like helps with confidence and everything as well. But
yeah, because a lot of people think if some guy work out, he needs a girlfriend that also works out, and it's same with the girls. Yeah. But I don't feel like it's that way.
No, not always. No, it is nice. It would be nice then to have a partner that you can train with and work out. But then it'd be nice as well to train, do what you need to do, and then go home and spend with your partner. So, yeah.
And I also noticed like, if you are into fitness like 24/7, you don't want to go home and also be into fitness, right?
Yeah. I think it can put a strain on your relationship sometimes. Sometimes it don't. Some relationships like work great, like they compete together. But yeah, so it just all depends on the person you're with, really. But
right. That's all from me. So thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Well, size. Let's say size of a guy. If you prefer bigger man or small man. If size matters to you.
Big man.
You prefer big man?
Yeah.
All right, that's all for me. Thank you. Have a nice day. I think you're into fitness, right? Yeah. So the question is, if the size matter?
No, the size doesn't matter.
Doesn't at all.
Performance matter.
That's right. That's my girl. All right. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you. But the question is, does size matter?
Depends on what.
It's up to you.
That's tricky. Yes.
It does?
Yes.
Why?
If we mean the muscle, the form of the man, then it's like I think it's in the nature of the woman to feel safe by a big man. So it's
So you prefer men to be bigger than you?
yes, it is. Yeah.
That's it.
I want to be brighter than my man.
I know. But I feel like girls prefer at least taller guys than them. Because I feel like it would feel weird to kiss a guy like looking down.
Yes, that's right. Because and it's also nice if you wear a dress, you can have high heels on. So
How tall are you?
how
tall are you?
tall? I'm 165.
Okay, you could wear really high heels with me, so it's fine. Yeah. Okay, that's all for me. So thank you for it.
Thank you. Bye.
Question is, does size matter?
Yes, size matter.
Why?
Okay, sometimes you just have to know how you work with it, but in the most, yeah, it matters.
I was talking about how big the guy is. It's okay, it's all I need to know, thank you. Since I can see you are into fitness, the question is, does the size matter?
Well, which size?
I was not being specific, I mean, we're into fitness. It's up to you, like does the size matter? I'm not saying correctly which size, but it's up to you which one you want to answer.
I think character is important.
So character beats size,
Yes.
and it's for the girls. And it's does the size matter? It's just like simple yes or no. I'm not gonna judge you or anything.
But yeah. Yes.
Okay, that's it, just yes. Okay. And for you?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. That's all for me. Thank you. Have a nice day. Can I have a question for you? You speak English?
Yeah.
All right. It's for my YouTube channel, and it's a simple question for girls. And it's does the size matter?
Does the size matter?
Why are you laughing? It's a simple yes or no.
My dad here. Yeah. But
That's
no,
all.
it's not the most important thing.
Yeah, but it's one of the most important things.
No, it's not one of the most important things.
Not at all.
No.
Okay, that's fine. That's all for me. Thank you.
Doesn't matter, boys.
It's a one single question, and actually the answer is yes or no. It's
Okay.
not at all. Okay, and the question is, does the size matter?
What?
Does the size matter?
Yes.
Thank you. That's it. Have a nice day. The question is, does size matter?
Yes.
And for you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I needed from you. Thank you. Yeah. And I have a single question for you all. All right, and it's does size matter?
Which size?
I'm not being specific. I mean, the question is, does size matter?
Yeah, of course.
And for you?
Yeah. Yes. No. No.
Du denkst halt daran, also es kommt, also, ne? Ja, also
Egal, es ist eine große
it depends.
I get it. So it's like 3 for yes, 1 for no, and
No?
so 3 yes and 2 no. All right, thank you. That's all.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Say I like your eyebrows.
You can say that, but the question is, does size matters?
Which size do you mean?
I'll not be specific.
Do we talking about the length or the width?
Well, we are on a fitness event.
Yeah,
It does.
yeah.
How big?
I don't know, big enough.
So bigger than you, I believe.
Yeah.
So I saw you're into fitness. So the question is, if size matters.
No, it's not matter.
Doesn't matter at all. Okay, so if you have a guy and he doesn't work out, he's like really skinny, you don't care at all. If he has a right personality and he treats you well.
Yes, I do.
Right, that's a nice answer. Thank you, that's all. Have a nice day. So the question is, if size matters.
In which way?
I was not being specific, but you know, we're into fitness, so if the size matters.
It matters. Yeah,
Matters.
I would say. Yeah, I would say it too.
Does the size matter?
No, the size. No,
It doesn't.
Not at all. Okay. So if you find a guy and he's like shorter than you, like skinny, you wouldn't care.
don't worry.
So the personality beats it. That's nice.
But not that small.
Yeah, but what if he was like shorter than you? Like, let's say this tall.
It's okay.
That's nice.
When I met my boyfriend, I thought like, okay, he's not that beautiful or he's not that one character. I don't know. The look is not that
The charisma.
what
Yeah.
I'm searching for normally. But then we talked and we met each other again, and then I was like, oh, he's so beautiful. So
So he's beautiful on the inside also.
on the inside, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. It's for you.
Yeah.
The same.
No, I like it when a man is taller than me, but it's not. It's not the most important, but I like it when I hug him, then he can put his head on my head, yeah.
So you would prefer him to be bigger, but it's not necessity. All right, that's nice. That's all. Thank you. But the question is if does the size matter?
Depends on what you're talking about.
Well, we are on a fitness event, so
Yes.
size matters.
Yes.
Okay, you also.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. That's it. Have a nice day. Okay. It's a simple yes or no question, and it's does the size matter?
Yes.
It does.
It does.
Okay. Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you. Have a nice day. The question is, does size matters?
No.
Not at all.
No.
Why not?
His character, his soul, his personality, that's more important.
That's a nice answer. All right, thank you. That's all from me. Have a nice day. Tady vidíte výsledek té ankety. Co jsem tak vypozoroval, tady byla často akorát bariéra jazyková, že třeba občas mi nerozuměli úplně, co jsem chtěl říct, ale nakonec jsme to nějak vždycky dokopali. Ale co jsem tak vypozoroval, tak holkám nezáleží úplně na tom, jak je týpek velký, spíš jim jde o to, aby byl větší nebo vyšší než oni, že se jako cítí víc bezpečí. Ale nezáleží jim úplně na tom, jako není to pro ně pravidlo, že musí být větší. Takže nemusíte se bát. Když nemáte, nevím, 130 kg jako já, že vás nebudou chtít frérky, je to jedno, ale jde jim asi o to, aby se prostě cítili vedle svého chlapa bezpečí. Takže takhle bych sumarizoval ten výsledek. Bylo to tak 60-40 zhruba odhadem. Takže to bude všechno dnešního videu. Doufám, že se vám video líbilo, protože to bylo trochu odlišné, než jsme se zvyklí. A je to odběr. Na Gmail máte silový kód jako 5, na Foodshopu máte silový kód Untitled 10, moje služby na webu, Enjoy je v prodeji a that's it. Udělám se příště.